Hello, guys, and welcome back to Joe's Ventures. And today we've got so many packs coming out because it's always end of year. But we've got a really interesting pack that's been announced for Planet Zoo. We've got the Eurasian Animal Pack. So we're gonna have a look at the announcement trailer and then go through that and update. I think 1.16 for Planet Zoo. So we're gonna be starting off with the announcement trailer and have a look at some of the really wonderful animals that we've got in this pack. So let's start off. So look at that. Coming 13th of December, we have got the Eurasian Animal Pack. So we're going to have a look through at all the different animals that you will be getting. And we've got, I think, about almost 6 of them revealed now. Some of them are a little bit sneaky, but we will talk about them. So let's have a look at this pack here. Okay, so Hail Zookeepers. So it's time to explore the vast landscapes, overlook high mountains, and traverse through dense forests, and of course, meet the creatures who live there. Introducing the Planet Zoo Eurasian Animal Pack, which will be traveling its way to you on the 13th of December alongside free update 1.16. This is a really awesome one. So, immerse yourself in in the beauty of the vast environment and welcome 8 captivating animals that have adapted to the ever-changing seasons in the midst of Eurasia. So we've got our first animal. This is one I'm really happy with. Wander through the lush meadows and come face to face with the powerful Wisent. You may even get a peek at the remarkable wild boar or the graceful mute swan, another really good one, preening their feathers. Journey further into this breathtaking region and capture a glimpse of the distinctive sloth bear, or further north to spot the fearless Wolverine rolling in the snow. Travel through Central Asia to see the unique Saiga grazing on some shrubs, or through the mountainous regions to catch a sight of the formidable Takin. So, last but not least, observe the small yet impressive Hermann's tortoise, our exhibit animal for the pack. So, a very interesting group of animals. You're a mix of European and obviously Asian, since it's the Eurasian pack. So a really interesting assortment of animals and a really good picks, I think, in my opinion. Really fleshes out Europe as well, but I think there obviously could have been more from Asia since Asia is quite biodiverse. But of course, that's something that could be added later date or that. But yeah, really, really cool. So celebrate the resilience of the Eurasian wilderness with these 8 incredible species and have overcome harsh climates within the diversity of the region. So yeah, really, really cool. The animal that's kind of highlighting the pack is the Wisent. I think the Wisent is just such a good choice because it's really different from your typical American bison. It's taller. It's more of like a forest animal. They're more mixed feeders, so browsing on both grass and like leaves, compared to the just pure grazers that bison are, American bison are. And they've also got a really interesting conservation history. They went down to like 12 individuals, and now they're considered vulnerable by the IUCN. A really great conservation success story. So even though you could say, oh, they're pretty much just a tall, lanky bison, I think the story in themselves is kind of really worth the erudition. But yeah, I really like all of the animals here. Wild boar, that's another animal that everyone's been wanting for a while, since it's like basically found around Eurasia as well. Mute swan, another bird. Everyone loves birds. Like, how can you not love birds? Sloth bear is another really interesting bear with being like more insectivorous, also with its long hair and being really aggressive. That's interesting. Wolverines, everyone loves Wolverines. Saigas with their funny nose, love them. And Takins have been something that everyone's been asking for a while. And another tortoise. So really a really interesting assortment, I think. So you can see here's the Wisent. We'll be going through all these screenshots at the end, and I'll go back to the trailer to show off the Butte Swan because that's teased in there. But yeah, we have a look at screenshots as well. And then for the scenario, it's also time to get stuck in and meet again with Bernie Goodwin for a super special secret project and another Planet Zoo career scenario. And in this project, Bernie Goodwin needs your help to expertly design and build a zoo entirely in secret. Why in secret though? Well, the one and only Nancy Jones is retiring, and Bernie wants to celebrate all her hard work over the years. Can you help Bernie make the zoo into the most perfect retirement present for Nancy? We can't wait to see how you navigate this one. And I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, this is because of retirement of Planet Zoo. But personally, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Planet Zoo after this pack. I kind of think that because they're not releasing anything in 2024, there could be some more DLCs for at least one, or like, because they're obviously supporting Elite Dangerous, F1, or the Formula One game that they have, and some other games that they're developing, but there's not going to be much in terms of releases in 2024, so it's very possible to make up for that and have a more constant revenue stream. I can imagine Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Planet Zoo having a bit more of a longer development life cycle, would also be really, really cool. But yeah, awesome, and I really like this. You see the soccer field there, some Wisent down there, some swans. I can't get a good look at them from here. But really, really awesome. Love that one. And then alongside everything in the Eurasian Animal Pack, we've also got some extra additions from pre-update 1.16, and this is one everyone's been asking for a while, modular souvenir shops. So create, display, and dress to impress with the modular souvenir shops. We added fully functional shops that you can jazz up piece by piece with displays, shelves, and even checkout counter and till. So that's awesome. To create your perfect souvenir shop, all you have to do is prepare an area for your shop, place the modular souvenir shop found in the guest tabs, then add expansion tiles to extend a shop to your desired size. Once the foundation is laid, it's time for the fun part. Start adding whatever displays you want to your shop floor. There are multiple to choose from, including shelves, hanging decorations, poster displays, and even corner shelves. And you'll also be delighted to know that these displays have FlexiColor, that gives you more customizable options. And make sure to choose what item you want and have up to sale for your displays using the drop-down menu, so you can attract lots of guests into your zoo. Why not spruce up the place even further by building or displaying your own custom props on the shelves and even on the facility interior? So that's really, really cool, because I know one of the big things people love doing is making entrances and gift shops, because that's kind of like the most important thing. You need to have a good entrance to try and get people excited going to the zoo. And gift shops are obviously a good way of getting revenue, and people love buying things as like souvenirs and things like that. We love doing that from zoos. And yeah, really, really awesome. And as we mentioned, these shops will not only look amazing in your zoos, but are fully functioning. That means guests will be able to visibly enter them, navigate and exit the shop, and you'll be seeing them interacting with displays and checkouts, and even wearing some of your, or having like the balloons things. So it'll be really, really cool. You know, everyone loves a little bit of souvenirs, especially like cute plushy animals. I know a lot of people that love those. Really, really cool. So we're so incredibly excited to see all the unique ways you create these modular souvenir shops in your zoos. Definitely share them with us when you give them a go. So that's really cool, because I know a lot of people already made gift shop type things. So it'd be cool to see people put them in their zoos and then basically remake them and have them actually as functional gift shops. So that's going to be really, really awesome. And I really like these modular aspects of these things. It's really adding a lot to the game and really helping the creativity. So really awesome for the full update. In addition as well, there is a new feature. We've got the multi-select by FlexiColor option, which makes creative building even more effortless. So FlexiColor multi-select mode will allow you to automatically add similar objects to a multi-selection, and which can be used to recolor the whole section all in one go. Therefore, you don't need to select every individual piece to recolor if they are the same set of FlexiColor channels, making customized building even quicker. So that's really cool as well. And to access this mode, you can use the shortcut Alt left mouse button to select an origin object by access it by opening the multi-select mode via the UI and select the FlexiColor multi-select mode. So it basically means you don't have to go through and select every bit of thing that you want to recolor. So now you can just go, put a little bit extra. I could just select everything that's similar and recolor it. So that's going to be really, really helpful for people building. Just another like quality of life, ease of things. Really cool. And another really cool thing here, we've got tigers also getting a wardrobe update for the festive season. We'll be adding some new color morphs for the Bengal and Siberian tiger, which includes the pseudo-melanistic and the Eurasia morph. So I'll tell you what those are. So basically, tigers come in all sorts of different morphs. Lots of animals do. The pseudomelanistic one, as I think, no, that's the Takin. This one here, this is when kind of they have more melanin than a normal tiger, but not quite as much as a fully melanistic black tiger. So basically, this means like their stripes look extra bold, as you can kind of see here. So it's pseudo, so it's like partly melanistic, and you can see they have been found in the wild. So it's a wild morph that you can get. Basically, I believe this is a photograph of a wild tiger. You can get these kind of ones with extra thick bands for stripes, which is really cool. And then heuristic morph is basically a lot more reddish, and that means you get a lot more reddish pigment, and that's when you get your wonderful golden tabby tigers. So yeah, really cool. We love a golden tabby. Not quite as bad as white tigers in terms, I don't believe in terms of that, but a lot of zoos don't like you displaying morphs because a lot of them can leave health issues. So I know a lot of zoos are discouraging breeding and taking of morphs, especially because of those health issues and like perpetuating like golden tabby things. So a lot of zoos are anti that, but still cool to have in your zoos. It's a video game after all. I know a lot of people would like that, but yeah, really cool. So free update 1.6 also come with various fixes alongside all this content. Always will be interesting update notes. It'll come out on the 13th. It'll be purchasable for about $17.99 and $9.99. So pretty much the same as most other content packs for Planet Zoo. Out on Steam from the 13th of December, which will be on, I believe, it's Thursday. Yeah, well, for me it'll be Thursday. I think it's like Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that. Be really cool regardless. And if you want to be notified when the game has arrived, you can wishlist it on Steam, and then you'll obviously keep an eye on TikTok and Facebook and everything about to keep an eye on the animals and all the updates and things like that. But yeah, really cool. So next up, we're gonna have a look at the ones on the screenshots here. So here's a screenshot of the Wisent. Definitely a big fan of the Wisent. Love its different look. It's tall and lanky. They're actually the largest land animal from Europe. And they're taller. They get about 2 meters tall at the shoulders. So they're taller, but not quite as heavy as American bison. And as I mentioned, they got mixed ecologies. So they are quite different. And then you see another one here is the wild boar. We saw the wild boar in there. But here's a wild boar. You can see the male looks like the female. Males have the big tusks and the fur going on. Nice to have another Eurasian kind of wild boar since it's very famous. Here's a screenshot. We can see the mute swans in the background there. That's not necessarily the best look. We'll have a look at the trailer to have a look at them. And then we've got also the wonderful Wolverine. And this is Wolverine. It's come out rather wonderfully. It's been a common... I know there's two versions of a mod one, because there's one based on the badger and there's one based on the binturong, so I can climb. So it'd be cool to get rid of like two mods, and then we have the wonderful Wolverine going on here. Really awesome animal. Definitely a big fan. And we're going to have a look at the moot swan. So let's have a look back on here. So let's see if we can... Is it... Let's see... Ooh, there we are. So it's kind of probably the best look we're going to get at it. Oh, that's the Saiga. So that's the mute swan there. So we know what mute swans are like. Pretty big. Nice to see a bird in the game again. We love seeing birds. And really cool. I love birds. It's kind of sad that they won't be able to fly, but swans naturally aren't that good at flying. They need like a lot of runway to fly. And plus most zoos and parks will have their wings either clipped or pinionated or pinioned. Pinned, I believe you say it, is when basically it's a surgically makes them unable to fly and from birth. So they're basically never able to fly, which is something that's being generally discouraged. But because these animals live so long, it's likely that we're going to have birds that have gone through this procedure for the next like 50 years or so, especially like flamingos that can live way up to like the 50s and 60s. And all of these birds are quite long lived, so it's very likely we're still going to be seeing it for the next 40, 50 years plus, which is a little bit sad, but it is what it is. But yeah, really cool. And then we've got the Saiga here. Saigas are quite famous for their really weird nose. Really love seeing these guys. I love Saigas. And if you guys making Pleistocene parks or any type of like Ice Age type parks, these guys will fit right in. They're like the quickest quintessential Ice Age animal. Really cool. Yeah, cool. Big fan. And yeah, so we're gonna carry on and have a look at what they say on here. So wrap up, warm and explore the heart of Eurasian Pack. Covers with stunning array of animals. Marvel at the animals of Eurasia, from winding rivers and dense forests, the heart of mountains. So Wisent, Wild Boar, Wolverine, Takin, Saiga, Sloth Bear, Mute Swan, and the Hermanns. So yeah, I like that they're calling it Wisent. It also makes it a little bit different. I like Wisent more than European Bison. And we've got brand new animations by the looks of it, so visitors will look on with delight as each animal settles into their habitat, with each display their fascinating unique behaviors. It's hard to miss the magnificent Wisent, with colossal bison navigating through the forest, the deep snow with ease, with powerful steps. Wolverines are renowned for being fearless, and they will climb around, so that's really cool. Observe the graceful mute swan, that's going to be very much like a waterfowl, really, really cool. Quiet bird, but it seems like it has a lot in terms of body language, which is true for mute swans. So I really hope those are animated in. And really beautiful animal, like lots of ponds will have swans and things like that. Wild boars as well, really, really cool. They'll have baby piglets that'll trot around their mother's legs, and saigas as they move around. I imagine there's going to be lots of cool little animations with their snouts. That's going to be cool. And the eye-catching features move around. And these species are native to the largest continental area on Earth, so make sure they have plenty of room. Probably just things like that. They need a lot of space. And a compelling new campaign scenario. So we've already gone through that. But yeah, we also had a sneaky reveal. So we've got what we've kind of seen at the moment is the Wisent, the Wild Boar, the Saiga partly, the Mute Swan partly. I'm thinking what else? The Wolverine, and we haven't seen the Sloth Bear and what's the Sloth Bear and the Hermanns. But we have just recently revealed the Takin. So this is one. There's some people that consider them four different subspecies or four different species of Takin or subspecies. I imagine they're mostly subspecies, but this is kind of the subspecies of Tibetan Takin, or they call the Shubian Takin. So this is the Tibetan one. So this would be the one found around kind of like the mid Himalayas and things like that, around Tibet. But yeah, really, really cool. These guys look like little cows, but they're actually more closely related to goats. They're a type of like weird goat relative, which is really cool. Another really cool animal to have in the game. But yeah, really, really awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited for this pack. I'm also really excited to cover it. I love the Wisent. Such a cool animal and cool conservation story. Saiga's cool, even though they're not found in many zoos because they've been notoriously difficult to keep in captivity. Still a really cool animal. I like that they're going with a little bit more unrealistic picks because ultimately it is a video game. There are animals that aren't in zoos, and I think we want to have a little bit of that fantasy. You know, you can have an animal that real zoos don't really have, so I think that's cool. Also, a big component of animals being like kakapo. I love kakapo in Planet Zoo. I think I've been honest about that. Yeah, really awesome picks. A lot of really cool Eurasian animals. I would maybe like to see in the future some more Asian antelopes like nilgai and blackbuck. Maybe just more Asian animals in general. I feel like that's a little bit like underrated now that we've pretty much got a lot of North American and European animals covered. I'd like to see a little bit more in terms of Asia, maybe some more Africa, obviously more Australia, just more of everything, especially more primates. I think they'd be really good as well. You know, have baboons, langurs, all sorts of kinds of primates, even New World monkeys as well, like sakis and kind of spider monkeys, howler monkeys. Those would all be really, really cool. But yeah, I digress. A really awesome pack. Definitely a big fan. And for the future Planet Zoo, I have a feeling we've still got a year out of it yet. Doesn't seem like any signs of slowing down. Those probably might be my famous last words, but that's okay. It's just, considering they're not releasing anything in 2024 because of the quarterly report and everything, they're not really going to be releasing anything in 2024, but they're going to have management games for 25, 26, 27. So I imagine that is going to be when a lot of the new content will be coming out, and I believe that 2024 would be a good time to kind of invest more in those two games, since these DLCs are actually quite successful, especially for Jurassic World Evolution 2 as well. But yeah, I really, really, really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to hit the little bell icon to get notified of anything. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hope you guys like and subscribe, and bye-bye.